Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Braden Timmons, and today we're talking a little bit about Halloween ends. And I want to say right now, I have a lot I want to say in this video, okay? So buckle up, get ready, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff that I would like to say. I really don't know how long this video is going to be. I don't know where this is necessarily going to take. All I know is that there are things that are going around that I want to discuss. I want to give my thoughts on, okay? So first things first, I'm going to start with the most recent news, okay? I feel like that's probably how I should approach this video, because, like, you know, if there are... You've probably heard of the other news and stuff from like other content creators, so if you guys just don't want to hear that again, then I will save the older news for the end, but I will start with the newer stuff, and then I will get more into some of the older shit. So, okay, so first things first is this morning, again, I know I just did a Friday the 13th video this morning. If you guys are big Friday fans, I'm starting to talk a little bit more about that as we get the potential rumor about there being a new movie coming out next year. Now, nothing is confirmed until, like I said this morning, until shit is, you know, in production, because shit can happen before production to halt it. But yeah, that's on the channel right now. Now, in this video, this morning, Open Bloody Disgusting, and I see Halloween Ends. There's a bloody new image, plus David Gordon Green teases the film's big ending. And so the new image, though, and I was texting a couple of my buddies this morning, the new image, I'm a little confused as to what's going on here. And, you know, like, I know that there's like a lot of theories that there's going to be a copycat killer, yada, 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 and the soundtrack just leaked and all that shit. And there's a lot of stuff on that soundtrack that has to do with Corey. Like, I think, like, track, like, number 16 is, like, Corey's End or something like that. But, yeah, like, apparently I'm getting more and more insight that Corey is going to have a vital role in Halloween Ends. So, you know, but that's all I'm going to say about the soundtrack. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that, you know, doesn't want to know shit going into it. But, yeah, I'm a little confused as to what's going on in this image in this, on this article. Like, I mean, it looks like that this woman is getting all cut up and stuff like that. But, like, the way that the knife is angled, it's just kind of funny. It's just a little funny to me. And I'm not really sure if this is actually Michael. It does look like there's like a little stitch in the mask right here. I don't know if this is actually Michael or if that's Corey. But you know, we'll see in time. But anyway, one of the things that I want to highlight, I'm not going to go through this whole article, but the one thing I do want to highlight is that the ending is still changing for Halloween Ends. And we are less than 2 months from this movie coming out, and the ending is still changing. And this is what David Gordon Green has to say. So, obviously, we know Halloween Ends comes out on October 14th, but it says, additionally, Empire shares some insights from director David Gordon Green this morning. Of note, he tells Empire that the film's ending, well, is still very much in flux. It changes every day. Gordon Green tells the outlet, in theory, the picture is locked, but this morning I called the editor and said, what if we do this one thing? I speak with John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis regularly about it. It's exciting, uncertain, satisfying, and sad. I've enjoyed the ride, but it's probably time to get off. I think we're going to go out with a bang. So yeah, guys, picture is, it's set, like David Gordon Green just said, in theory, picture is locked. In theory. Not that it is. It's in theory picture is locked, which means that they are still ongoingly working on this movie, and the movie comes out in less than a month and a half. So I'm not necessarily saying that that is a bad thing, but it is kind of concerning that the cut of the movie is still currently ongoing, and the movie comes out in less than a month and a half. So it kind of speaks a little uncertainty, if you ask me. Now, David Gordon Green also teases to Empire, if our second film was free-for-all, violent chaos, this is a more intimate, atmospheric conclusion. And then the brand new image is below, and it shows somebody, whether it's Michael Myers or Corey, it just shows somebody going after this old woman. I have no idea who this is. This isn't a character that was in any of the other Halloween movies or anything. But we will be able to see this in time. And, you know, also, Now let's talk a little bit about how the movie is going to be in theaters and on Peacock. And I think that this, I remember about a week and a half ago, I did a video on this, and I was talking about how it's definitely ballsy to have it go to theaters and on Peacock. And I did a poll in my community section, and I was asking, how are you guys going to see the movie? Are you guys going to see it in the theater? Are you guys going to see it on Peacock? How are you going to watch Halloween Ends? And it seemed like over 90% of you said that you were going to be seeing it in the movie theater, which is great. I do think that, and it's going to be an IMAX. So I definitely want to experience this film in IMAX in the way that it's meant to be presented, at least from what the crew is saying that it's meant to be presented. So I'm definitely excited to support this movie, check it out. My girlfriend and I are going to buy a ticket, and we're going to go see it. And, I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to see this movie in IMAX for sure. Now, this is where the two-cut speculation is coming in. Are there actually going to be two cuts available for Halloween Ends? Because there's a video that Jamie Lee Curtis posted the same day that we got the new poster with kind of like the good cop bad cop of Michael Myers and Laurie Strode standing back to back, and that was the announcement saying that it was going to be in movie theaters and on Peacock on the same day. Now, I do think that for those that would prefer to sit at home, watch movies, those that do think movie theaters are dying and would prefer streaming, people have the opportunity to see it, and more people will, I'm sure, watch Halloween Ends at home. But I do want this movie to be successful because I want there to be more Halloween movies in the near future. And if this movie isn't successful, it's more than likely that the franchise is going to die for a little bit. Now I don't think it's ever going to be what Friday the 13th was. I don't think we're ever going to go that long without seeing a Halloween movie, but the shit could happen. But I want this movie to be successful because I want there to be more Halloween properties in the near future. And the only reason that's going to happen is if it is successful on streaming and in theaters. So the more people that'll have the opportunity to experience this movie, the better off the film is going to be, because it'll get more feedback. We're going to see, it really doesn't matter about the feedback. It more rathers, this is a business, guys, so it definitely matters more with the numbers. If the numbers are there, then it's more than likely we will see another Halloween movie in the near future, whether or not Halloween Ends is good or whether or not it sucks. So we're going to see, but I definitely plan on supporting this movie. And the two-cut thing, Jamie Lee Curtis does say in her video, she says she probably thinks that we are going to want to see the movie in the theater and then see it at home and then go back to the theater and then watch it at home again. So that kind of has a lot of people thinking maybe two cuts of the movie is coming, because they did have test screenings for two different cuts of the movie. They did one with an ending that they then, after it got a certain, number of feedback that people didn't really like it, they went back and they reshot the ending. And then once the ending was complete that people really liked, now that apparently is the one that they're going to go with for the theatrical release. But if they do decide to release two cuts of the movie, like if they put one cut on Peacock and another cut in theaters, my hope is that eventually when we get 4K, like the new 4K releases like we've been getting every single year, like, last year we got Halloween 1 through 5, this year we're getting 6 through Resurrection, and then next year we'll probably be getting new ones of Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2, and eventually I'm sure we're going to get like a full-on 4K pack. But my hope would be that, I've always wanted to see the regular ending or the original ending from Halloween 2018, which did have Karen shooting at Michael Myers with a fucking crossbow. That sounds really cool to me. And there was originally in the front of Laurie's house supposed to be a knife fight between the two. And that just sounds epic to me, man. I would really, really like to see that. So my hope would be that if they are going to release two cuts of this movie, why would they not release the additional cut of Halloween 2018? And I think that I can't be the only fan that's wanted to see that. I feel like there have been a lot of fans out there that have wanted to see that initial ending of Halloween 2018 since we got that teaser of that in the trailer. Like when we saw Michael and Laurie knifing at each other. I thought that looked really badass. So I really hope that if they ever decide to release a new updated 4K pack, I'm hoping that we get a new version of the ending and everything. I think that would be awesome if that was the case. But yeah, guys, there's a lot of stuff, just going around right now about this movie, and we don't even have a final trailer out yet. So, lots of stuff, lots of information, lots of shit that you can take away from this movie. There's been little to no marketing for the film, which honestly I think is good in this case, because we got that teaser, we got a couple posters, and I'm sure that the final trailer, whenever it comes out, I don't know, it could be today, this week, next week. Normally these trailers do seem to come out around Labor Day, and then TV spots start ramping up on social media and everything after Labor Day, and that's how it's been with 18 Kills, and now that's how I'm sure it's going to be with Halloween Ends. So yeah, guys, that's everything I have to say about Halloween Ends right now. With all that being said, post your guys' comments down below. Let me know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is good that Halloween Ends is still in the editing phase? I mean, I understand, and it's also not the worst thing because it is ensuring that they are making the best possible movie that they can. Things can change with the cut depending on the footage that they have. But I think that it's good because, like I said, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but could it be worrisome? Sure it can. But it also makes me think that they are working as hard as they can to really stick the landing for the fans and really give us the ending that we want. And that's what I want, man. I want David Gordon Green to have his full vision come to life, as an independent filmmaker and as a lover of film. I'm always going to be on the side of the filmmaker, so if he's, working on this and he wants to continue to edit until he gets it right, I'm always going to be on that side, because I do think that it's better to have a version of the film out that he wants to see and that he loves and can be proud of than to have, something that he wishes he could have done, which is why he's constantly on the phone with the editor, talking to John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis, all that stuff. So yeah, guys, leave comments in the comment section. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. And as always, if you guys like this, don't forget to join me on my journey to 10,000 subscribers, and I will see you guys in my next video.